Go ahead, go ahead.
Alright. First thing you do, walk up and ensure that the truck is chocked, not choked. Look under for any oil, fuel, coolant, power steering. Make sure license plate is up to date, properly secure, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken. Make sure your headlights are clear, amber fluorescent, not faded, properly mounted, not bent, cracked, or broken. Let me go under the engine part.
To the right side.
Yeah. Alright,
The water pump.
for the engine compartment right side, make sure all belts is half to 3/4 inch free play, not frayed, not cut, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts.
Point or water pump. Which one is it?
Right here. That's
All
one
right.
point right there.
All right, good.
Alright,
Cool.
check. It's the hoses.
You already did that.
I already did the hoses? No, I did the belts. I did the hoses.
Go ahead. Never mind.
Alright. Check your hoses for any cracks, no leaks, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken. Check your coolant level. Add one if needed, properly secured, not leaking, no loose or missing bolts, not bent, cracked, or broken. I did all the belts on the other side now. Alright, you go to the left side, check the engine compartment. Check your alternator for proper mounted, no loose or missing bolts, not bare or frayed wire, tail of gear or belt driven. It is gear driven, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent or broken. All belts half inch, 3 to 4 inch free play, not frayed or cut, properly secured, not cracked, bent or broken. Check your oil level. Add 1 gallon if needed, not leaking, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent or broken. Where's your air compressor at?
Right there.
This air, okay, yeah, that's it. Alright, your air compressor mounted, not leaking, lines are tight, properly secured. It is belt driven, properly secured and mounted, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken. Power steering pump.
Oh,
What's power? Yeah.
power steering pump.
No.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, it's back here. Okay. Power steering pump, properly mounted, no loose or missing bolts, no leaks, tail of gear or belt driven. It is gear driven, properly secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Power steering reservoir.
It's not that one. The fluid.
Fluid level, the cap is tight.
Okay. Alright, power steering reservoir for proper fluid, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken, and not leaking, properly mounted and secure. All belts on the left side, not cut, not cracked, not frayed. Half to 3/4 inch of free play, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken. Power steering hose. This is power
It
steering
should be
hose.
running from the reservoir right there somewhere, your hoses.
Is this one right here? Is this one right here?
Go ahead.
All right, power steering hoses, no cracks, not leaking, tight, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent or broken, properly mounted and secured. Power steering system, steering shaft for bent, loose. That's right. Okay, all right. Power steering shaft, not loose, not missing bolts.
2 inches of play.
No more than
2 inches of free play.
2 inches of free play, not damaged, properly mounted, secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. Power steering gearbox.
Yes.
No missing bolts, properly mounted, secured, no leaks, not bent, cracked, or broken. Pitman arm. This right here is a Pitman arm. This one.
Yeah.
Alright. Pitman arm, drag link, tie rods for bent, loose, or missing nuts. Cutter keys in place, properly secured. No loose or missing bolts. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted and secured. Suspension system, steering axle. Leaf springs. Leaf springs for bent, cracked, broken, loose. Properly mounted and secured. No loose or missing bolts. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Leaf spring hangers and U-bolts. These are U-bolts, right? Or is it different? U-bolts?
Yeah, that's a U-boat right there.
Leaf spring hangers and U-bolts. Not broken, not loose or missing. Properly mounted and secured. No loose or missing bolts. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Shock absorber. Not bent, broken, or leaking. Properly mounted and secured, no loose or missing bolts. Brake system, steering axle. Brake chamber for bent, loose, or properly mounted and secured, no loose or missing bolts. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Brake chamber hose, no cracks or leaks, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken. Slack adjuster. Mounted close to 90-degree angles. Cutter pin in place, no more than 1 inch free play. Push rod, not bent. It's tight, properly secured and mounted. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Brake shoes, make sure not wore dangerously thin. And springs in place, properly mounted and secured. No loose or missing bolts, not bent, cracked, or broken. Brake drum. Check for any oil, grease, or wore dangerously and cracks, properly secured, no loose or missing bolts, not cracked, bent, or broken. Steel tire and rim. Check your steel tire for abrasions, bruises, cut, even wear and tear belt. At least 132, and all make grooves, properly secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no loose or missing bolts. Check your rim for illegal welds, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Properly mounted. And then check your hub seal. Check your hub seal for no leaks, no missing bolts, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken.
Your oil level is full.
Okay, oil level is full. Check your valve stem for bent or leaking in air pressure with the tire gauge. Cap is in place, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Check your lug nuts for indicated rust, properly mounted and secured, tight, not cracked, bent, or broken.
Okay. Now we're at
side of tractor. Alright, I'm gonna come up to the side of my tractor. I'm gonna check my door for damage, make sure it open and closes properly, checking the door hinge, make sure my mirrors and brackets, make sure it's not bent, broken, nothing loose, make sure it's properly mounted and secured, make sure my steps are clean, can support my weight as I'm getting into the vehicle. Also, I'm gonna check the side of the truck for the inspection stickers, make sure it's current, up to date, which it is. This is a turning signal right here, right? Alright, check my turning signal. Ember. Check. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, properly mounted, and secured. It's clean, visible. Make sure that what's this right here?
That's your like your fuel cap, but your it's a fuel cap as well, but it's for their fuel cap.
I'm gonna check that as well. Next, coming down, check the fuel cap, make sure it's tight, make sure nothing is loose, make sure my actual tank is not dented in any way, make sure that the steps on here are secured as well. Make sure my fuel lines are tight and not leaking. No loose and missing bolts, everything's properly mounted and secured. Make sure my straps are tight. The rubber of the knee. Make sure everything is properly mounted and secured. No loose missing bolts. Properly mounted and secured. Catwalk area. Make sure the catwalk is properly mounted and secured. No loose and missing bolts. Air lines. I'm going to be checking for, make sure nothing is loose. Make sure no fray, cracks, no leaks. Not tangled, properly connected. Make sure my frame is not bent or broken. Make sure there's no illegal welds. What's the drive shaft? That joint in there?
What'd you say?
Drive shaft.
That's that big motherfucker running right there.
Okay, I'm gonna check my drive shaft, which is right in here. Make sure nothing is missing, loosened. Make sure it's properly mounted, no illegal welds. Make sure it's properly mounted and secured. Check for any loose, missing bolts. Then I'm gonna go to the front of the trailer. Alright, I'm gonna check the head border for bent, crack, damage, inspect stickers, make sure it's current. Make sure everything is properly mounted, secure, no loose or missing bolts. Also,
Rivets.
The rivets, that's this right here.
Mm-hmm.
The rivets, make sure everything's properly mounted and secured. Make sure the air connections are properly sealed, not leaking. How you say that? Gormets. Garments not torn or damaged. Electrical connection for water and dirt. Basically checking all this. Water and dirt on the inside. Make sure everything is properly mounted and secured. And then I move to my brake system. Get up under here, check my brake chamber for bent, loosened, make sure it's properly mounted and secured. That's I'll be checking back here, right? Looking back here, making sure everything is properly mounted and secured. Checking my hoses, which is back up under here, making sure it's not frayed, cracked. Properly mounted, secured, checking for leaks. Also, my slack adjuster is up under here, you can't see it. Making sure it's at a 90 degree. Check, make sure cotter pins in place. No more than 1 inch free play around the push rod, which is back up under here. It's a rod that runs this way. Make sure it's not bent, properly mounted and secured. I'm going to make sure to check my brake shoes, make sure it's not worn dangerously. Make sure it's not thin and springs are in place, which is good. I'm going to check my brake drum for oil, grease, wore dangerously, crack. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secure, no loose and missing bolts. From there, I'm going to go to my suspension system. I'm going to check my leaf spring for bent, crack, broken, loose and missing springs. Everything is properly mounted, secure, no loose and missing bolts. I'm gonna check my shock absorber. That's that big black thing, right?
Well, this here is your airbag. The
Yeah.
damn shock absorber
Is
is the shock itself.
this right here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This right here is my shock absorber. So I want to make sure it's properly mounted, not leaking, secure. Make sure nothing's cracked. Make sure my bolt down there is not loosened, missing. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secure. I'm gonna check.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire this motor up and regenerate it while y'all are finishing up all this.
Okay.
We need to get from up under here.
No, you're
Alright.
Yo!
I want to check my airbags, make sure it's properly mounted and secured. Check for any leaks, any tears, rips. Make sure it's properly mounted. Look for loose and missing bolts. Make sure it's not leaking. I covered everything on that, right? All right, now I'm gonna come out to my tires and rims. All right, right here I have a Bud tire. I'm gonna check both tires for abrasions, bruises, cuts, and my tire depth must be as 230 seconds on my tires. I'm gonna check in between. Make sure that my rims are touching. Make sure nothing is on the inside that could cause it to tear while I'm going down the highway. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secured. No loose and missing bolts. I'm gonna check my hub seal. On this one, I can't check the hole, but I'm gonna call it out. Make sure that my everything is full. My oil level is full. Check my lug nuts for any rust, possibly looseness. I want to check my tire stem. What's it called? Is it stem? Yeah, my valve stem. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, leaking in the air. Make sure it's properly mounted and secured.
Check it with your tire gauge.
I'm gonna check it with my tire gauge.
Visible one.
Yeah, check is good. All right, the fifth wheel, that's a good wheel. Fifth wheel. Between the fifth wheel and the apron, check the space. Check my fifth wheel platform, which is that right there. Make sure there's no loose and missing bolts. Everything properly mounted and secured, nothing broken. I'm gonna make sure my slide and lock pins are in place and not been broken. This right here. Alright. Make sure there's no illegal welds. Everything's properly mounted and secured, no loose and missing bolts. Make sure it's seated and not bent. Check everything for cracks or damage. Nothing seems to be cracked or damaged. Make sure it's properly mounted and secure.
You got the bottom of the apron, right?
Where the side of the trailer? Alright, side of the trailer. I'm gonna check the side of my trailer. As I'm coming down, I'm gonna make sure that my sensors on place. Check up top my clearance lights. Making sure it's properly mounted, air brake color, visible and clean. I'm walking down. Rivets. Like a pro, rivets. Check that. Make sure my marking stand lights are good, reflecting the clean. Coming down. As I'm coming down, I'm checking my rivets. Make sure it's properly mounted and secure. I want to check my midway side turning signal. Keep coming down, make sure my reflectors are in place. Steady checking my rivets. My reflectors are in place and clean. Keep coming it down and straighten it.
Well, we're gonna have to go back this way on and go ahead and get your landing gear while we're up here.
I step the step. Go ahead and get
Well,
the landing.
it's the way they got it on the paper. Now we have to get an order.
Alright, right here's my landing gear. I'll make sure my crank handle is stowed in the correct position. Check the loose and bolts. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secure. Support. Check the vent. Just crack the feet. Make sure it's properly mounted and secure. No illegal wells. Make sure it's all the way up. My store handle properly secured. That's good on that, right? Alright, while I'm back here also I want to check my mud flap. Make sure my reflecting taking space. I'm in this tank. Check my mud flap and this is a 4 inches off the ground. 8 inches off the ground. Make sure it's not frayed, torn, damaged in any type of way. Make sure my brake lights. These are your turning ones, right? The outside. Turn the brake, turn the lights, make sure it's clean. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secured. And this inside is what? The inside light? Reverse light. Make sure my reverse light is intact. This light is my tag light. While I'm back here, I can be able to do this.
Yeah, that other bar running in there.
What's this up for? What's the bar right there? Now, what is this right here?
This is the frame.
Rear track. Okay. So I want to check my fifth wheel locking jaws are closed around the kingpin, which it is up there. I want to make sure there's no loose and missing bolts, no crack. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secure. Check the legal wheels. My torsion bar on the inside here is this right. Make sure it's properly mounted and secure. No loose and missing bolts. Everything's properly mounted and secure.
That's your bottom right here.
So while I'm right here, I'm also going to go ahead and check my frame. Make sure nothing is bent or broken. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secure. No loose and missing bolts. No holes in the floor of the trailer. Make sure my cross members are good. No loose and missing bolts. Nothing bent. Make sure everything's properly mounted and secure.
Now we can get back here to the trailer 10.
Trailer channel. I want to make sure first I'm going to check my brake system.
Wonder why when we get back here, we can't say we're going to check the rear of our trailer tandem just like we do the front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But back here you can see better though versus up here. So I'm going to check my brake system chambers with vent loosen, anything cracked. I'm going to check my hose and make sure everything's properly mounted and secured, nothing frayed, cut, loose, and some bolts. Make sure it's properly secured. I'm going to check my slack adjuster. Which one is the slack adjuster again? Alright, check my slack adjuster, make sure it's properly mounted and secured. Close to a 90 degree. That's that right there. 90 degrees, right? Make sure everything's properly mounted and secured. I want to check my brake shoes. Make sure it's not worn, nothing cracked, properly mounted and secured. Check my brake drum, make sure it's not cracked. No illegal wheels. Fill up oil and grease. Alright, now I'm going to check my suspension hangers. Alright, my suspension hangers, make sure no loose or missing bolts, everything's properly mounted and secure. I'm gonna check my shock absorber, make sure it's not cracked, loosened, make sure it's not free plate, make sure everything, all the bolts are properly mounted and secured. I'm gonna check my airbags, which are the big black thing, make sure it's not cut, frayed, no loose or missing bolts, everything's properly mounted and secured. I'm gonna also check for leaks, which I don't see any leaks in. So, alright, now I go to tires and rims.
Okay, I'm gonna check both of my tires, make sure the grid on them is no thinner than 2/32 and all the major grooves. I'm gonna check my bud rim for illegal welds, which there is none. I'm gonna check my valve stem with my tire gauge, make sure it's properly mounted and secure. I'm gonna check my lug nuts, make sure they're tight, make sure there's no rust indicating looseness. I'm gonna check my hub seal, make sure it's not cracked, bent, or broken, it's not leaking, properly mounted and secure. I'm gonna check the space in between my tires, make sure there's nothing wedged that could cause a cut. Make sure there's no space between my rims. Now we're gonna come to the rear of the tractor.
Check my lights
The
right
rear
here.
of the trailer. While I'm here on the side, I'm gonna check my ABS lights. One is amber and one is red. Looking at the back of the trailer, I'm gonna check my ID and clearance lights, make sure they're properly mounted and secure. I'll check my DOT bumper, make sure my reflective tape is in place, properly mounted and secure, not loose or missing any bolts. Check my tags, make sure it's properly mounted and secure, not missing any bolts. My tag light is properly mounted and secure. I'm going to check the rear trailer lights, make sure they're properly mounted and secure, the brake lights and the turn signals. Making sure the straps on the back of my door are properly mounted and secure, not broken, ripped. I'm going to check the door, make sure it'll go up and down. Okay, I'm also going to check my
dock something.
I'm going to check my dock bumpers, make sure they're properly mounted and secure and not damaged, which one is.
That's cool.
Okay, coming to the opposite side of the trailer, I'm going to check it just like I did the opposite side.